welcome everyone to Memorial Stadium in Bloomington, Indiana, home of the Indiana Hoosiers. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Illinois Fighting Illini, taking on another team from the Big Ten, the Indiana Hoosiers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Illinois will kick it off to get us underway. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. That's caught. It's Camarda. That one could really put this drive in. Gear as they have a first down at the 37.
One of the nice things about RPOs is that it's a slow developing mesh between the QB and running back, and that allows these receivers time to get vertically downfield and work their routes. You saw it right there on that play.
To the air, it's Vincent. Got his man. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
Slant routes, they're good against man coverage, but they're good against zone coverage too. If that receiver can find the soft spot between the linebacker and the DB, you'll take that throw all day.
Pass the sticks, and he may get more. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
He'll pull it on the read. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2. And the Hoosiers come to the line in the hurry-up.
This is one of the things that's hard about stopping the option. That wasn't a big game, but you look up, and they're in 2nd and short, 2nd and medium. They put you behind the sticks consistently as a defense. This defense has to be aggressive, make sure they get to this quarterback, and make him make quick decisions.
Brought down at the 21-yard line, a 15-yard pickup, and they are in prime position to get points now. The Hoosiers will have it 1st and 10. Quarterback on the keeper. Makes a man miss. Ball is loose. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. So Illinois' offense will go to work for the first time. Wants to throw on first down. Fires to the right. Makes a connection. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down.
Nice patience by the quarterback here working against zone coverage. He was allowing his receiver an opportunity to find that open space in the defense before pulling the trigger.
They'll try the run. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And that's a great play by the defensive end. The best athletes on the field play defensive end. You can ask anybody. Yes, I agree, Jesse, Reese. See, they agree with me. Same thing. But you watch them get off the football, make the play. That's why you put your athletes there.
Off the play fake. Oh, they're after him. Incomplete. Man, oh man, is that one this junior would love to have back.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense, pressuring the quarterback.
Fighting Illini facing a 3rd and long to keep this drive alive. Wide receiver comes in motion. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Zings it complete to the right. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
Right there, I think you need a better play call. You got to help your quarterback. Because the throw has got to at least make it to the sticks. On that last play, you're basically trusting the guy to make a few dudes miss in order to go pick up that first down. I think you need to start being a bit more aggressive here when these 3rd downs present themselves.
Indiana sends the offense onto the field. That fumble in plus territory just ruined that last drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating when you got the offense moving a little bit and you put that thing on the...
Oh, he's got some space. They finally get to him. But what a play there to pick up the first down.
Defensively, you'll take the slow down. You'll take 3, 4, 5 yards a pop, but you can't give up the massive plays. You got to do a better job containing the football, making them run to guys, and get them on the ground. For goodness sakes, this guy is fast, I know, but defensively, we got to swarm to the football and get him on the ground.
Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again.
Maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. They'll move the tight end. To throw, it's Vincent. He lets it fly. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down.
Well, even though that pass was incomplete, I wouldn't be shocked if this defense in the second half decides to play some deeper coverages. This offense has already shown they're willing to be aggressive, and they've got a lot of speed. Moving forward, this defense cannot afford to give up big plays in the passing game.
After the 2nd down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. Sends it back in motion. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Oh, what a play. It's intercepted. Didn't get a ton on the return, but the most important thing, he got the ball, and they've got it at the 48.
And what a great job by the defense. Time cover 1 man coverage, and did you see how everybody was impressed? When you press receivers, you disrupt their timing. You get your hands on them at the line of scrimmage, you jam them, and it completely disrupts the quarterback and his thought process. And that time, that was a big reason that ball got INT'd.
Fires to the wideout. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
And that's a missed opportunity. I mean, he had him open. He could have thrown that football maybe with just a little bit more touch. He had plenty of mustard on it. You could see he threw a bullet. But sometimes when those guys are wide open, you see quarterbacks just, they try to aim it a little bit too much, and it'll come up short.
Handoff to the lone back. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The Fighting Illini needing to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Tries to slither forward on the sneak.
3rd and 1. Everyone knows it's coming, but the quarterback sneak is so hard to stop. They just got to get 1 yard. Nice job by the offensive line.
Well, a really good push by his center on that last play, making it easy for his quarterback to just tuck the football, belly it, get low, and drive your legs.
Illinois coming out with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Grabbed in the backfield, it's Durham. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Gonna run it. It's Durham. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
From the 36, a 3rd down, and you wonder if they're willing to take 2 plays to get the first. He's looking to throw. Caught in the backfield, it's Neal. Now well within striking distance as that 3rd down play gets him a first at the 29.
Man, a great job by the QB finding the running back, getting the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the 1st down.
Illinois putting together a really nice drive. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. Leaves it with the back. Dropped after a pickup of 3 down to the 26.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. Runs 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. The catch in the middle, it's Watts. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
And I love when you understand when I'm supposed to put some RPMs on that football. You can tell he's throwing his job by the quarterback.
Illinois now staring at a 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. They'll send out the kicker here. The holder will kneel down at the 29, making it a 39-yard attempt. Smashes it between the uprights. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. They're going to need to get something started, finding themselves in a 3-0 hole. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29. And the Hoosiers want to crank the tempo.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
From the shotgun, they'll run it. Gets it past the 1st down marker and still running. Lots of running room. You want to talk about shifting the field in an instant. He's got it all the way down to the 10-yard line. The Hoosiers have it with a 1st and goal. Looking for a man. It's Vincent. Here's the pressure. And you'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Hoosiers! That was a lightning-fast drive that ends with a touchdown.
string a few more drives like that together, man, we might as well get our popcorn out because we're going to get a lot of scoring.
And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. Clock strikes 0 here in the quarter, and Indiana is on top. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. They've switched into the field, and we're ready to get things started here in the second. Kickoff team is on the field, and we're ready to get this one underway. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. They'll start this drive with a chance to regain the lead, down 7-3. So after the break, they'll go back to work. They go to the ground. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there, they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
Quickly to the tight end, and the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
I think that time offensively, you're just trying to take what the defense is giving you, right? They're playing zone coverage. You got your big fella just working right over the ball. It's an easy pitch and catch. Just take the profit, and let's keep going.
Illinois needs a big play here on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He hurls one deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. Knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
They boot it away on 4th down. Makes the catch. Wants to make a move upfield. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Got the first down and more. Brought down at the 46, but he got 10 on the play.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the first down, and listen, you got to reload quick now because this offense, they got their foot on the accelerator.
They'll give it to him again. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Goes to the option. Now the pitch. And they just didn't get anybody on that defense out of position, and they will lose yardage on that one.
And that just looked off. The timing, the rhythm, I don't know what it was, but usually that option, man, it's so precise, right? Like really quickly making a read, and you could tell they weren't on the same page. It went absolutely nowhere. Defense won that rep.
Back to pass, it's Vincent. Under fire. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down.
Oh, you know what time. When the defense gets that stop on 3rd down, Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. 4th down, baby.
Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Illinois offense returns to the field. So far, they've only been able to muster a field goal, but hoping to get things cooking here. Here's the handoff. There he goes. Rams him with the stiff arm. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down.
When you talk about creating big plays in the running game like this makes the game really easy. Actually, when you've got a guy like this that you can hand it to with this much speed and elusiveness, just hard to bring down in the open field, what a big gain for the offense.
They'll ride the hot hand. Spins away from the defender. They make the tackle at the 36, but they're in plus territory now with the 15-yard pickup.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
Makes the catch. It's Watts. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal.
How nice is it as a quarterback when you don't have to throw post routes to get great stats? No, I can just throw it quickly to one of the fastest players in the entire nation and let him burn this defense.
They are really clicking along. 1st and goal on just the 4th play of the drive. They'll try to get it in with the run. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking to fire. Unleashes to the end zone. And he was going for the touchdown there, and they couldn't make the connection.
Well, that last incompletion is a good example of why your timing has to be so good as a quarterback, because the windows, they open and they close so quickly in this part of the field.
Now 3rd and goal, and tough yardage to cover here. From the gun, wants to pass. Pressure coming. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
And that is how you get it done. 3rd down, it's the money down, right? We got to be at our best. How about the monster sack on 3rd down?
Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. That brings them to within 1. So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And, David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
No, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game, you're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Looking for a man. It's Vincent. Rushes on him. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
And protecting their quarterback is job. One, two, three, four, five, as many as you want to put it up. They got to make sure They take care of him so he can make those plays. Defense wins this rep. They win up front, get to the quarterback, and get the sack.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
Not a ton of play calls for 3rd and California when you're on offense. You know you're going to have your quarterback holding on to the football. You really got to think about how you're going to protect him. Offensive coordinator may want to think about using more max protect schemes, get more bodies in to give this quarterback a chance.
A fair catch is called for and made just across the 50-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. He'll pull it down. Quarterback gets the 1st down and more.
Well, he does a really nice job buying time, and I love the awareness there, understanding no one's open downfield, knowing where the sticks are, and he's able to use his athleticism to get that 1st down.
Pulls it in. It's Durham. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Whistle blows, and this is the 2-minute timeout, and these guys have a chance to take the lead before halftime. Second down coming up. Back to pass. He's got it. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
The Fighting Illini needing to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Pulls and fires complete. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 11.
Love the play call on the RPO. That time the defender bites on the run fake, and that opens. Go for the slant coming in behind it. Nice job.
Illinois picked up the 1st down. Now here they come again. Out of the gun, they give to the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Lets it fly. Touchdown, Illinois. Quick strike. Here for the score.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, one of the biggest games of the week is playing out right now. Let's check in on this top 25 battle. Florida is being humbled today. There's just no other way to say it. A complete and thorough thumping in Gainesville. They're trailing by 14 to Georgia. Week in and week out in the SEC, it's a battle of attrition. And if anything big changes, you'll hear about it here.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Knocked down at the 26 after ripping off 10 there. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Setting up for a 1st and 10 from the 26. Power football with the run. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. To the air, it's Vincent. Got his man in the middle. They bring him down, but it'll be first down at the 42. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Wants to go up top on first down. Completes it in the middle. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. They'll have just enough time to get 1 more snap before the half. Looking for a chunk play on 2nd and short. He'll take a shot. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, don't tell me it's a basketball town when we've had a first half like that there in Bloomington. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today.
Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. Going to the run to start this second half. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Looking to fire. Trying to get behind the defense. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
Well, this defense knew coming into this one, this offense would take shots. They know they have targets that can fly, push down the field vertically. Nice job in coverage there.
The Fighting Illini needs to get it to the county line for a first down. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Makes the grab. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
Makes the grab past the marker. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down.
And that's a play the defense has got to be able to make, guys, right there on 4th down. You're in the 3rd quarter, second half. You're playing at home, and it's a close game. You've got a huge opportunity to seize momentum. And you just get the feeling that that momentum is going to be a big factor here in the second half. Someone had to step up and make a play, and they just couldn't get it done.
Caught in the backfield. It's Durham. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Back to pass. Finds the tight end. Out of bounds at the 49-yard line, but not before getting it into opponent territory. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on 2nd down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks in a more manageable situation, and I'm not as predictable on a 3rd down.
Nice play call, QB sneak, yet another first down. And this offense, they've been on the field for some time now. They're helping their defense out, giving them some wins so that when they get back on the field, they'll be ready to play with their hair on fire.
Off play action on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. Working the middle. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
I love defenses that can tackle the catch. Right away, they're not giving up any yak. As soon as that player has the ball, he goes down now.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Plows through the defense. They pull him down after a 4-yard gain down to the 24. Ball's at the 24. A lot of confidence in their kicker from here, but they'd love to take it off of his foot and convert the first down. Motion from the wideout. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Pressure in his face, and he lets it fly. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. So here comes the field goal unit. They've been doing work today. They've already made a couple. It is perfect. That'll make it a 2-score game at 16-7. After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
Indiana sends the offense onto the field. The give to the tailback. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Hoosiers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. To the air, it's Vincent. Pocket breaking down. Quarterback needs to make a better throw there. Incomplete.
And you didn't have a lot of panic in the first half, but, man, you're starting to get now in the second half, and this offense just has really, really struggled, underperformed. You know you're a better team, but this offense hasn't shown it. This team hasn't shown it. It's the 3rd quarter. They got to get it going now.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Makes the grab on the left. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. The Hoosiers decide to punt it away. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. The Illinois offense returns to the field. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake, but maintain your aggressive play calling.
Yeah, no doubt. I think it's the play caller right now just taking a look at that script he's got in front of him and finding out where are my playmakers, who can we take advantage of on this defense to get a touchdown here, Dave.
Yeah, and just keep moving the ball down the field. Just execute a little bit better in the red zone. There's no need to panic. We're moving the football, and we got the lead.
Picked up some yardage with that completion. Now 2nd down. Looking for space. It's Durham. Runs through a tackle. And he uses the stiff arm to push his way past the sticks and pick up the first down.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Might as well give it to him again. Fighting off the defender. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Hey, on offense, you got to know when the play is over. That one there, nowhere to go with it after he caught the football. You start trying to juke guys. You start trying to run backward. This ain't high school anymore. I mean, you used to be able to make that play years ago. You're not doing it here in big-time college football. Not good.
Illinois now facing 3rd and forever. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught in the backfield, it's Neal. They stop him short, and we'll have a big 4th down coming. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Illinois lining up to punt this one away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. And that is an excellent punt as it lands out of bounds inside the 10-yard line. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. Last time they had it, didn't pick up a 1st down. Let's see if they can put something together here. The give to the back.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
Didn't get much on 1st down. 2nd and 9. Looking to pass. It's Vincent. Finds his man. It's Camarda. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
The thing I like about this slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route running. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry together.
And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. They'll send the back in motion. Out of the shotgun on 3rd down. Throws to the tight end. Grabbed in the middle. It's Ivory. Such a big part to convert these 3rd downs, and they've got it at the 42. And the Hoosiers want to pick up the tempo.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Makes the catch. It's Gandy. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. The Hoosiers can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. From the gun, the running back has it. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down.
These RPO runs, they're like body blows. I like them because it just sort of chips away at a defense. You'll take these kind of gains all game long. You keep running the football this way, you're going to keep moving the sticks. You're going to keep driving this defense.
Breaks into the open. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. And the Hoosiers pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. That's the end of the period. It's Illinois with the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. So 1st down will open up the final period. Motion from the wide receiver. Makes the grab. It's Camarda. Run out of bounds at about the 13-yard line, and that's where this offense will go back to work. Last couple of plays, the offense seems to be just one step ahead, David.
Yeah, and I'm going to have to do something to disrupt the timing, the rhythm. I got to do something that they're not expecting, because right now they got the run and they got the pass working. So this defense, they have to find something new to kind of confuse this offense.
He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line. The Hoosiers will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Indiana! Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. They still have the lead here, Jesse, but this will be a good time to put together a drive.
You're right, Reese. You can't rest easy right now. You just watch the opponent drive down the field and score a touchdown of their own, so you've got to answer that here. Your playmakers better step up.
And I don't know what it is about momentum. In all the locker rooms and all the years, coaching, everything, you can't quantify it, you can't measure it. And the momentum has swung to the other side. You've got to get it back.
They've got the lead, but here in the 4th quarter, it's starting to dwindle. And if they're going to hang on to this game, they've got to be able to run it. It's a really tough thing to do when the opponent knows exactly what you're going to do, but this is what you train for. You've got to be the more physical unit right now.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. And this defense is bringing the heat. Another sack. Oh, man, they've already lost one quarterback today. Now the backup comes in and has a shot.
Man, I might think about protecting my QB a little better. I already lost one. Now your second guy gets hit, and you got to keep this guy healthy. You got to keep him upright. You got to protect your quarterback, man.
So from the shadow of his goalpost, he gets the punt away. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a different...
Oh, there's an alley to the left. He's there to make the stop, but not before. He sets up this offense 1st and goal from the 7.
What a weapon this guy is, right? At the tight end position, not only can he get open, he can run away from people after the catch. He's a big dude, so he's hard to bring down anyway, but the speed is what makes him different.
After that huge gain, now a chance to cash it in from just outside the 5. It's complete on the right side. Touchdown, Hoosiers! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th.
I think one of the most underrated things we talk about with a QB is timing. Being able to get the ball out of his hands to his receiver where he can continue to catch the football and run with it. Nice pitch, nice catch, nice play in the 4th quarter when you needed it for this team to take the lead.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. Florida is just getting dragged through the swamp today. And this fan base, who's so used to doing that gator jump, they're making other gestures today. They're trailing by 37 to Georgia. Just another week of SEC football where we've come to expect the unexpected, fellas.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Calls his own number. And they didn't get it forward an inch. Defense wins the battle up front. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Boom. Finds his tight end. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. So an example of a tight end. Unheralded work to set up a much better 3rd down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out, let's get some positive yards, and then get to 3rd down, and we can still have a better situation now because we got rid of the football and took the yards that were there.
Snagged out of the air. Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short.
I mean, good news here, they get the completion. Bad news, though, not enough to pick up the 1st down. The target there, he's got to do a better job understanding where the 1st down marker is, make sure he gets the right depth on his route. Now, all of a sudden, head coach has a big decision to make.
Hauls it in and looking upfield. He's got great speed. Really nice job all the way around. Got a few blocks, made a couple of moves, and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. They'll go to the ground. Just feeding his pads to the defense as he gets it to the 36.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got a lead late. We're going to run the football, and the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Little too soft in that run defense. He picks up 4 to the 32. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Hoosiers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short.
221 away. 220. Ready up.
Back to throw, it's Vincent. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
After that incompletion on 3rd and short, it's going to be an interesting decision for the head coach because I know he believes in his guys to go get it here on 4th down and pad the lead. But if you kick a field goal, you make it a 2-possession game here in the second half, and I think that's the right decision.
They'll keep the offense on the field on 4th down already with a 1-possession lead. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Just a short pass to the tight end.
You know, you always talk about risk-reward. Gambling and going for it with the lead on 4th down right there and getting it, the reward could be winning the game. That was an unbelievable play. And how about this coaching staff putting their faith in their players to come up with the execution and make it happen?
The give to the lone running back. Wrestled down at the 26. It's a gain of 4.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back. He's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
The give as they work on that clock. He's stopped after a 1-yard pickup at the 25.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Ball's at the 25. They're in field goal range, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and short. They go to the draw. He breaks a tackle. The freshman brought down after a really nice run there.
It's got to be tough right now on defense. You need to find a way to get a stop, and you haven't been able to do that in the 4th quarter. You've been giving up points. You just gave up a touchdown in the last drive. You need a turnover. You need to do something right now to stop this momentum.
The Hoosiers are moving quickly down the field.
Here we go, here we go.
Rides the back on the option, the give. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring.
Let's go, let's go.
Dropping back, it's Vincent. Under fire.
Timeout, Illinois.
Ninth play of the drive coming up, but this one will be tough. Third and long. Wants to adjust the pattern. They'll run the toss. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. So on fourth down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. Absolutely perfect. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away.
And that was an important kick here in the fourth quarter, man. You want to take that touchdown lead, make them have to go the length of the field and score a TD. Nice execution by this offense. Nice job trusting your kicker.
The Illinois offense returns to the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
As a defender, you dream about those big hits. You work hard on it in practice, closing space, getting close, and just sticking that guy and causing the fumble.
The defense is going to dare them to throw the ball. They know the offense is trying to run out the clock. They're going to test that run defense to the right here. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball. And save as much time as possible.
And I like the first thought process right here. Run the football. We want to run that clock with the lead. Thank you to the defense for forcing that turnover, setting us up. Now if we can put a few first downs together, we're looking really good.
Leaves it with the running back. Not much there on the run. He gets 1 to the 31. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Offense breaks the huddle on third down.
Music no. Flag.
The give to the back. Not going to get there. Not going to get close as he's brought down at the 30. It's fourth down. So here we are on fourth down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. He just barely got enough of that one and just barely kept it straight enough, too. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
That's a big drive for this offense in the fourth quarter. Now to take a 2-possession lead, you got the other offense where you want them. Now you get to rush the passer, make them pass a little bit more, and don't give up those big plays. You're in a really good spot now.
Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. They They coughed it up on that last drive, but the defense really bailed them out, holding him to a field goal, Jesse.
Yeah, and I think the offense kind of got away from their identity a little bit on that last drive, David. They got to kind of get back to doing what they do.
Yeah, and hold on to the football. I mean, defense just did their job. Stopped them, held them to a field goal, limited the damage. Now it's time for the offense to get the momentum going again.
Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off.
And that's a first down.
Looking to throw on first down. Here comes the rush, and they've got it wrapped up at the 28. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. Second down, clock's running. Looking to fire. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Time is not on their side right now. They can't afford too many more incompletions like that. They need to come up with some connections, and they've got to score points. They've got to get this passing game going now.
The Fighting Illini needs to get it to the county line for a first down. On third and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Makes the catch at the 20. Seizing that open space, an opportunity all the way inside the red zone. They'll mark it at the 19.
And first down for the offense.
Trying to cap this drive with the pass. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. Time is getting short. About a minute to go in this one. Second down, he'll throw it. Bring in the heat. Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit. They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that third down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws toward the end zone. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. So here comes the field goal unit once again. They've already kicked 3 tonight. This will get it back to a one-score game. Dead center perfect. That'll make it a one-possession game. The lead is 8.
Step one, complete. You cut this to a one-possession game, but man, oh man, do you need some more things to go your way. Step two, we're going to have to kick an onside. No timeouts left. Can't waste clock. Got to get a little bit lucky and see if we can get our offense back on the field.
Just under 40 seconds to go, and it's going to come down to whether they can get this onside kick to have a shot. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick.
And this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
It's one thing to execute early in the game. Tight ball game, right at the end, you need the clutch plays. These guys deliver.
You can't teach that gene. You have people that can focus in the moment, or they can't. Great job by the team, staying focused, understanding it's a close battle, win those one play at a time, and then look up, and then, heck, I got the win.
Yeah, David, they just had ice in their veins, and you can tell there's tremendous leadership on this football team. Guys can step up, and in the huddle, they can make sure that everybody else is focused to the task at hand in order to get the W.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.